Today's book is one of your favorites. It's a cake for Herbie. Once a week, Lottie and her best friend Herbie drove across Moose Bay Bridge to shop for groceries in town. At Hockey's Market, Herbie saw a poster. A cake for a poem. Come read your best at the poetry contest. The winner takes the cake. Friday, 6 p.m., Astor Hall. I'd like to win that cake, he said. Can you write a poem? Asked Lottie. I think so, said Herbie. You know how I always make things up, like listen to the cookies shout, open up, let us out. I thought I heard something, said Lottie. C for cookies, that's it, cried Herbie. I'll write poems about food, one for each letter of the alphabet. Only 3 days until the contest. Herbie worked hard. Thinking made his head hot. The cold made him hungry. After a big bowl of chocolate pudding, Herbie wrote until dawn. Lottie, listen, I got all the way to K. You don't need mustard for caramel custard. I like it, said Lottie, but caramel starts with C. Oh, said Herbie, I knew that. The night before the concert, Herbie had terrible dreams. I'm so glad Lottie will be there turning over. But that night Lottie got sick. How can I do it without you? Asked Herbie. Take a deep breath and think of the cake, whispered Lottie. Gummy bear, honey pie, ice cream, Jell-O. Oh, my knees feel like Jell-O, groaned Herbie. Name, someone asked. Herbie. You're late. Here is your tag. Find your seat quietly, please. Now I know no one but one gnome. No one knows I know this gnome. Only the gnome knows I know him. Wow, thought Herbie. When it was Herbie's turn, he took a deep breath. From Herbie's kitchen, A to Z. A. Artie chews, Artie swallows, Artie chokes. B. Inside me lives the belly beast. It growls 5 times a day at least. C. When you hear the cookies shout, all the way to Z, someone whispered. Belly beast shouting cookies, who is this duck? How about E for end, someone else said a little louder. K is for cruel, Herbie said, and left. He didn't care where he was going. All he wanted was a place to hide. After a while, Herbie heard a voice. Holy mackerel, you scared me. You must be freezing. Bet you're hungry, too. Well, you've come to the right place. Hey, look, you guys, this is Herbie. I found him sitting on the Kirby, shouted his new friend. Hello, Herbie, I'm Sweaty Betty. You look like you need some spaghetti. Herbie felt better right away. He sat down and looked around. 10 more minutes on the griddle. It's still stew soggy in the middle. Oh, I'm grumpy. Why is this caramel custard so lumpy? Herbie jumped up. At least there's no mustard in your caramel custard, he said. Did you hear that, Gus? You bet I did. He's one of us. When the ship's inn closed, everyone sat down to dinner. Tell us another, Herbie, they said. And Herbie did, all the way from A to Z. Bravo, Herbie, everyone shouted. And a big cake appeared. Just look at that, said Herbie. I can't wait to tell Lottie. Herbie barely took time to thank his friends. He had only one thought, to get back to Lottie. The road seemed endless. The cake sat next to him, still warm and smelling delicious. Lottie, you're up, cried Herbie, jumping out of the car. How are you? I'm much better, dear, Lottie said. But what about you? You look like you won and ate the cake. Come in quick. I can't wait to hear all about it. The end.